Hello, it is time for Practice Time with Ms. Rhona, a series where I open up my practice room to the world. If this is your first time on the channel, after this, do poke around and check out some of the previous episodes where I deconstruct some of my students' pieces that they're working on or some of the projects that I am also working on. And there are specials too to explore where I invite some friends into the virtual studio to discuss all things musical. So today, the theme is video game music. We are going to deconstruct the main theme from Pikmin 3. One of my early intermediate students has picked this song, really loves the game. I've only seen screenshots of it. It looks adorable. It kind of reminds me of Pikuniku. So before we jump into it, let me just put up the good old due diligence banner there, the copyright disclaimer, just saying that Hajime Wakai retains the copyright on his composition. What I'm sharing with you today is just for educational purposes, and hopefully you'll get some good tips along the way. So let us jump into it. So the first thing we are going to do is study the score. So I actually have not played through this, so when I sight read it, it is going to be truly sight reading. I think I've only played the first line for my student. We were just identifying trouble spots. So I'm just going to take a skim through. A lot of video game themes have like this 8 or 16 bar loop that repeats. If you have that title screen up for a repeated amount of time or a long time, it'll just keep looping. So we've got that introduction, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, that's one unit there, and then you can see, so that pretty much goes, yep, the set 8 bars, and then the theme repeats, as you can see, just with a slight variation. So starting a bit lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess here. Okay, yeah, I think that's that's the other theme. Just because the pattern that must tie to that. Oh, I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Octave higher. Oh, we've got trills. Okay, when you're sight reading, don't worry too much about getting all of that. You're just getting a sense. Okay, yeah, definitely we'll have to keep an eye on that. Okay, let's see how long that second theme lasts for. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then it's something completely different. 1, 2. Oh, better watch that. 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say this is a totally different pattern here. We'll see on the read through. There's a bit of repetition. Yeah, that theme comes back. There's some spots here where we're going to have to be careful. The person forgot the double bar line there. Interesting. Okay, so in terms of what might be a challenge, I would say all these clef changes, really. So boom, and there. That looks, hang on, let me just drag that over. Okay. It looks okay, I guess. So what I'm going to do is just do a quick read through. Next thing I am going to do then is read through or sight read. So that is to play through something you haven't practiced before, which is exactly what we're doing. Let's get the other camera up though. I had Turdy the Turtle and Totoro just kind of hanging out, saying hi to my students because this week we're back to all online. So just something to cheer them up. Okay, so let's read through. I'm going to go super slow because that's the thing to do with sight reading. Okay, so. And again, with sight reading, you're not worrying about getting it perfect. You just want to get a sense of the lay of the land. And it's definitely not going to be at 142 beats a minute. So, 1. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about fingering either. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, That's interesting. Why is there a treble clef in the middle? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh boy, that's rather interesting. 1, 3, 1, 2. Left hand is supposed to be down here. Okay, sorry, I broke the rule for sight reading. Oops. Okay, starting at bar. I'll drop a link down below to the arrangement, and yes, and then you can check it out. Okay, bar 19. 1, 2, 3. Still an octave higher. Darn it. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. And then down to bass clef. Sure. 1, 2, 3. Oh, what on earth? Really? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. initial thoughts on that run through, it's awkward. Definitely not originally written for piano, right? At least what I heard. A little bit that I heard. Yeah, definitely orchestral. So this is an orchestral reduction brought down to piano. Definitely, my students and I are going to need to make some adjustments. His hands are way smaller than mine, at least for the next few years. That'll change. They all grow up. Okay, I think my plan of attack is going to be, I'll run through the opening theme and just kind of more to give my students a sense of, yeah, the lay of the land. But in terms of what to drill, I am really going to zoom in on this middle bit and try to sort out timing, deconstruct the timing there and the fingering, and this middle part here in bar 27, is it? Just kind of figure out a way to pianofy that, especially for smaller hands. So let us jump right to that. Let me just get the first 8 bars of the melody there. I'm just going to skip that intro, the 2-bar intro or 3-bar intro. Yes, I can count, really. Just to zoom in on, like I said, the melody part where it'll be a bit more of a challenge musically. So starting on bar 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. I think fingering, I would recommend putting your thumb on the F and then crossing over like that. And we'll see how well that works further on. I'm trying to stay with, you know, the fingering that we tend to do for the scale, because that's usually a solid fingering. If you actually do use what's in the scale book. Other options are also possible, but the main thing is we're trying to avoid doing this or this. Not good. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm not too sure why 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, bar 15's got that bass clef there in the middle, but whatevs. Okay, so that gives my students a good sense of that opening theme. Let's just do a quick run through again of the next phrase. So there we go. Fingering. That would be what I use, I think. That feels comfortable and it looks comfortable. Let's add the other hand, because that will tell the tale. Okay, so bar 18. Okay, let me get bar 18 in so you can take a look at that. Yeah, let's look at that right hand in bar 18, because that's not very piano friendly at all. That is... Oh, for goodness sake, that's the left hand E flat. So the left hand should just play that. Okay, so. And then this is awkward. So I think, let's see if the left hand can play. Okay, so we got. I would say that's option 1 for bar 18. The other thing would be to move that up here. So we could do either or. I would say that's the options there. Okay, moving ahead. This counting is ridiculous. Taking a look at bar 19, 20, 21, the left hand there. 1 and 2. That D flat and the F really should line up with the E flat with beat 1, but the way that's written was kind of weird. It is going to sound really gross having an E flat against a D flat and the E flat against the F. So. Okay, and I would use good old D flat major scale fingering for that. So. Interesting. 1 and 2 and 3, and that would be the timing. 1 and 2 and 3, and we could. Yeah, I don't know if you want to trill all the way to the end, but 1 and 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 and 3, and 1 and 2 no, 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3, and so here, oh, it's A flat, isn't it? So that's a D flat major chord. I would put the thumb on the F, and then that's your D flat major arpeggio. Okay, I think I'll go up to bar 31. So let's see the next little bit here. Slide to keep it smooth. Okay, let's see. Bar 29 is interesting. Oh, it should be an octave higher too. Whoopsie. Okay, then we got. Jeez Louise, man. Okay, so bar 29. Okay, let's take a closer look at that, shall we? Oops. Okay. That's awkward. Right there, man. Okay. What lines up with what? That is the question, hey? So I got 1, 2, oh my god. That's gonna be so much easier for your left hand to take that E flat. Because that's literally... That's just not going to be pretty. That's not smooth. That's very awkward. So I would... Wait, that's G flat. Okay, yeah, I might even have the left hand take the G flat in the treble clef. Let's give that a shot. And then the right hand can take that D flat in the last beat there. Okay, and I said I was going to go up to 31. Okay, so let's do this. It's an interesting piece, but hopefully that gives you guys, as well as my students, a good sense of the lay of the land and potential trouble spots, as well as a few ideas on how to deal with those trouble spots. I think a lot of it is going to come down to figuring out, like, between the clef changes and moving back and forth, and then with those widely spaced chords, just fiddling around to see what fingering is going to be best, and which hand is going to take the notes. Because with some of them being kind of close, there were some bars there that, you know, you could see there's just no way our hand can take that. But the left hand could step in, or the right hand could step in because it was closer to the note, and that's totally cool. You can totally do it that way. I would not recommend this particular arrangement for an exam. I'll see if I can find another arrangement and pop that down. If I can find the original and a link to purchase that, I'll put that down below. But, video game music's cool. I really do enjoy when my students come in, zoom in these days now, asking to play it, because they do pose some very interesting challenges. Rhythmically, very interesting. Harmonically, very interesting. Not what we're used to hearing when we work on minuets and bourrées and sonatinas. So, a lot of fun. This is going to be interesting. I can totally see my student and I having to fiddle around with, you know, maybe having even rearranging the notes. That's where theory comes in handy, because if you know the notes that belong to the chords, and you can rearrange them, it's gonna sound fine. But the name of the game is making it healthy for you to play, because this was not originally intended for as a piano solo. So that's it for today. I hope you found that helpful, and if you do have other pieces that are kind of similar, because a lot of these video game songs are somewhat similar with the technical challenges, hopefully those tips will be helpful to you as well. Last week we didn't have the practice time special because I had a big presentation, a webinar presentation for Conservatory Canada to work on. I have also since decided just to put the practice time specials on hold until the end of the school year. The reality is we are now in the last leg of the school year, which is really busy for students and teachers alike. I've got to commit the time, and my students have to also commit the time to meeting those challenges. And so unfortunately, I'll have to put the practice time specials on hold. I do have a lot of cool ideas to do, or a lot of cool ideas to explore, so I hope to do lots of recording over the summer and hopefully take you guys on some tours. If it's, you know, safe for me to take you guys on some tours. We'll see. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please drop a comment, hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to find out when something new has been uploaded. I am going to still try to commit to uploading something weekly, whether it's one of the practice time videos or a teacher demo of one of the pieces or technical requirements. That much I can do. But yeah, the specials do take a lot of work to organize, and yeah, the guests that I have lined up for the next two, or I was going to line up, they're in the same boat as me. So yeah, I think I'll bug them in the summertime when, you know, they can breathe, and who knows, maybe it'll be safe enough that we can actually do our roundtable of discussion outside in the same space. Hopefully. In the meantime, take care, have a great weekend, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye!